in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. 11 coming.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. First down. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now Burrow on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Down inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in from Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Watson looks to throw again. That's out to Chubb, complete. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here's Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Browns defense stands tall. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 22, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Taking it about the 1. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Watson on third down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 35 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 39, Burrow. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Steps away. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd and goal from the 6. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Hey, witness, you right here to see it. You right here to see it. I didn't close app. I didn't do nothing. I'm just trying to play the game. So if you try to sit there and say, yo, I quit out the game or something, you right here. Nah, he was up. He was up, witness. He was up. He just scored.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quicker.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on the punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Watson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Watson going to try and run it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down. Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Again, it's Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. another try for Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
on 2nd and 9. Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
And that is taken in by Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
First down. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
12.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to shake him off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Throwing again on second down. Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And Watson's going to throw it here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 48 yards.
And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.